What up, everybody? This is Oshen the Beast. This is the Please Excuse My Potty Mouth podcast. I'm Oshen. We got James, D-Watt, Dapper, and Sam.
This is episode 1 of the Please Excuse My Potty Mouth podcast. For this week's topics, given our first episode, we'll be talking about fantasy football, everything you expect from the upcoming 2017-2018 football season, politics, pop culture, hip-hop, the whole gamut of everything you and your friends talk about on a daily basis. So please tune in and bear with us as we go down this long and treacherous road of the podcast rabbit hole.
It's about to get real X-rated up in this motherfucker too, so just let y'all know.
That sounds like the Lord's Prayer right there.
It sounds like Bishop Bullwinkle just entered the building.
But that was a great way to start us off, though, Sam.
All right, let everybody know this is see, this is how shit starts. You just talk to your friend just like this. All right, so what we got first up on the docket?
First thing we got is Breaking Bad versus The Wire. How do you feel about that, Sam?
I still say this is not a conversation. It's two different genres. The Wire is one of the greatest shows of all time. Breaking Bad is just some weirdo drug shit, cancer. You can do Breaking Bad versus Weeds because it's the same, like, suburbanite, gotta find a way to hustle. I'm either gonna sell weed to everybody in this high-end community and try to get away with it, or I'm gonna be selling meth and try to live this secondary lifestyle. But The Wire is just super gully, dirty shit, grew up in the hood. This is all we got. It's not like I have a choice. I can go back to being something normal. I don't have a fall black plan 401k. No. I am out here in the streets. I'm going to jail, and all the cops are crooked. Dave down the block does not care about me and the well-being of my family and PTAs on Tuesday nights.
Better off comparing to The Shield to The Wire.
I said Power, but I have never seen The Wire, though, so I have no ground to stand on. But the Power is pretty dope in itself. You know, I think, like you said, man, you know, Breaking Bad, you know, I think it's a show that's in its own category, you know, because what kind of show you going to get where two white guys are slaying coke, you know, or
methamphetamines.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's unique in itself. You know, usually, stereotypically wise,
that's a hard-ass drug to sell.
Right, but it's brothers slinging that shit.
And they cooked it well. They cooked it very well. It was 100% pure.
Well, that's the thing. I think every black person should have seen The Wire. Every black person should have seen The Wire and Roots and Shaka Zulu. And as compared to Breaking Bad and Weeds, I think they should have used that white privilege a whole lot more and not go to jail or not get your brother-in-law shot if you've never seen Breaking Bad. I'm probably rooting for somebody right there.
Yeah. Well, my opinion on Breaking Bad, I think it's one of the best shows ever. A guy gets cancer. He comes up with a way to end up, you know, securing his family's future. And in that process, he makes millions of dollars and ends up living. I mean, that sounds a lot better than, you know, me personally, The Wire, I watched the first 2 seasons. I stopped because I just didn't find it had different aspects on how you see it, from the police aspect to the, you know, the people that are in the projects. And then it goes into, you know, into like some boat police thing. It just kind of lost me.
So, here's my thing for The Wire. The Wire culturally has stood the test of time and still relevant to everything that happens today. The whole premise of Breaking Bad is a fucking one-off. Like, you gotta be like 1 in like 800 million for this shit to just happen. You just happen to be a chemistry major, you have your master's in that, and while you're in school, so you're already well educated. You want to find it easy
too, because he was like the Black Matter lead-off scientist.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been a high school teacher.
Yeah,
but I think that's why the storyline was so intriguing, though, because it was such a one-off. You know, nobody's ever seen no shit like that. A fucking chemist slanging. You know what I'm saying?
With this old student.
Yeah,
With his old student that he met up with. Yeah. I'm not saying that The Wire doesn't even live up to that, but I would never put The Wire in my top 5. Like, if we're talking about TV shows, the one good thing about The Wire, it just showed you from both sides. That's the best thing I thought about.
What is your top 5?
Top 5.
What is your top 5?
My top 5. Hold on, I think I wrote it down. Hold on.
I didn't come prepared.
I came prepared.
I got
I came prepared. Well, definitely Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, Chappelle Show, Walking Dead, The Americans, and either Homeland or Dexter.
Damn.
Walking Dead, I fuck with.
This is your top 5.
Yeah, what's your top 5?
Top 5 or you fuck with it's different things.
Top 5 TV shows in my entire life?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna watch In Living Color all day long.
In Living Color.
I'm watching Chappelle Show all day long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch Walking Dead because I fuck with zombies heavy. In a different world, for sure. I'm watching.
You said A Different World?
This man,
Wow.
I fucking love it. That college, bro. That shit was
Wow.
Dwayne Wade with the glasses.
I just
flip?
never heard nobody say Different World's my top 5.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
tight,
but I
bro.
like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I never
We just
heard
be
it.
different. You know what I mean?
I got one more. Just to watch all day and not bat a fucking eye.
Now, I know
to
which
it.
one I'm missing right now, Martin. That's what I would put number 5.
Yeah.
That's what I would put.
Gina, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I'm assed out. I ain't got no ends. You know what?
Yeah, that would be my number 5.
I
about Fresh
fuck with
Prince of Bel-Air?
Martin like no. They got a few episodes and it got real weird when Aunt Viv became light skinned. I don't like that.
Either
But yeah,
Cat.
I
Hey,
watched
shout out to
Martin all
Dark
day.
Skin Viv though one time.
Throwing hella shade.
Shout out. Cause that's when shit was still popping, man. You know what I'm
She
saying?
spilled all the teas.
Yeah.
I got my
Shout out
five.
to all
That
my
was
dark skin
five.
sisters out
That's your
there
five?
too. You know what I'm saying?
What
We
about
love
you,
y'all.
James?
Shit, my top 5. The Wire being number 1. The Wire number 1. I really don't fuck with comedy shows. For real. Like, that's my top 5. So, I gotta say probably The Wire, The Twilight Zone, Doctor Who, now Black Mirror, because every episode has the shit. And, damn. Shit. Probably Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones be my number 5.
Okay.
All right, D-Lo.
Walking Dead, Breaking Bad. This in no particular order. I'm gonna throw y'all motherfuckers a curveball. How I Met Your Mother. Fuck all y'all.
Oh, what?
That was a good ass show.
I never watched it.
Thoughts and opinions of the podcast. Not
Let me
sure
take
about
it
all.
further back. That's a good ass show.
And that came from there's actually a white dude in here who was never saying that.
Yeah.
So that was pretty.
I'm gonna take it further back.
All right,
I'm gonna take it further back. 'Cause I'm older. The
uh,
Simpsons, King of the Hill.
Married
with
so
Children.
I got those 3. I definitely got to put the Cleveland show. That's a fun show.
Yeah.
Man. And then my last one, damn, shit. Which one am I gonna put? I would have to say, shoot, damn. I'm drawing a blank. I'm trying to think of some Netflix shit I'll be watching.
But all you think about is porn.
Harry Potter.
That's
Four's number 5. Four's number 5.
Harry Potter.
fucking Roxy Riddle just keeps on.
Black Bucks do it better.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm probably say Martin to round out my top 5. Man.
Martin.
Yeah, Martin.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dapper.
I'll take it way back. Let's get down to the Simpsons. Married with Children. How I Met Your Mother. I can feel you on that.
You've never seen an episode of your goddamn life.
I've seen many episodes.
You ain't seen no episodes. Here, tell us 2 characters' names.
Many episodes.
Give us 2 characters'
I go
names
way
right
back,
now.
but
Let's fact check. Can you
my
fact check?
favorite shows of all time were comedies like Married with Children, like The Simpsons, King of the Hill.
You said those.
Just stupid shit. In Living Color. Watch that all day and all night long.
You got one more.
Shit. Lost.
I fuck with Lost.
Oh,
I've seen
yeah.
it. I've run through Lost like 14 times.
A lot of people don't
I
like
fell off.
Lost.
I
I got
love
into it
Lost.
and couldn't stop.
I watched the whole
it was,
thing.
It was.
I
It
went.
started getting
That's
kind of
why.
weird for me.
It kept me in there to the
A
end.
lot of people didn't like the last season.
I actually had to
No,
watch
a lot of-
Lost.
Ooh,
I
y'all
still
remember
watched
that
it.
show.
Y'all
I still
remember
watched it.
Y'all
Did you
remember
like the last
Alias?
season?
I had to watch it for class. in
Yeah,
college.
Jennifer Garner.
Yeah. Alias was dope too, man.
I
used
didn't
to
fuck
watch
with that.
shit.
I was watching Nip Tuck at the time, man.
Yes, sir.
Nip
Nip
Tuck
Tuck was the shit.
I never seen
Dexter.
that.
What
Yeah.
about Dexter?
I don't fuck with Dexter. After season
Dexter.
1, I think he was dope. I stopped fucking with Dexter. You know what I'm saying? I stopped fucking with
Surprise.
What
Dexter.
about Tales from the Crypt?
I do watch Tales from the Crypt. That's probably my top 10 of all time.
So here's a problem about your favorite shows though. You got to think. The last season, when like I feel like the writers know this is gonna be it, the quality just falls off. You just feel like, fuck it, they taking my baby from me, so I don't give a fuck how this shit ends. I'm gonna write whatever I want. Some random shit like you watching Lost. Everybody just ends up in a white light in church. Like, what the fuck you mean they're in purgatory the whole time?
Yeah.
This one real? None of it? It's
I
a
know.
dream?
Or on the flip side, you know, a writer can be like, you know what, I'm gonna go out like a G. This is gonna be the most epic fucking finale that we can ever come up with. So it just depends on the integrity of the writer, in my opinion.
It
But
depends
But
who you're trying to reach.
But it can't go past 5 seasons for that.
that's what I'm saying. That's
So,
the
like,
beauty of it.
as soon as they say you got Live for Green season 6,
that's what I'm saying,
It's
dog.
hard to write.
Shows like Weeds.
some shows go on too far.
Too
you know what
long,
I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Weeds is the number one example. The last 3 seasons of Weeds were terrible.
like
See-
Entourage.
Yes, like Entourage, exactly.
I
Y'all
can't.
are
Entourage
pushing,
first
man.
3 seasons were the shit.
And that's the reason. That's one of the debates me and Oshen always had about Weeds. Because I feel that Weeds should be one season.
Weed should have been a movie. Weed could have been a
Yeah.
nice movie at the theater.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's someone's real life story. She still exists. She still sells weed in LA right now. She owns a bunch of dispensaries. She does
Shit with
speaking
Snoop.
engagements and shit. Hangs out with
She's kinda
fucking
bad, too.
2 Chainz. She sells glass pipes
That's what
for
she
hella
was at, yeah.
expensive. That's her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they had it like, you know what I'm saying, like the weed, like weed queen, like damn near rivaling these fucking chicks in Mexico and shit.
No.
That's what it looked like to me.
Until you own the Las Villa, you ain't the weed queen in Mexico.
I mean, I don't know. I couldn't fuck with it. Just like I can't fuck with the Fast and the Furious franchise, with the shit's like 12 movies and people are paying.
Yeah, I
for
watched the first
shit.
episode, the first one.
Yeah, I watched the first one. That's it. I see stencil cars. You raced. That was cool. My friends did it, and then it should be it. You know what I'm saying? It
But
should be it.
It's like the
money's
Hangover. They
rolling.
made
Yeah.
the first one. They should have stopped after that.
Just not
One was enough.
I mean,
They
the
could've
second
done
one was
3.
okay. The second one was okay, but the
I
third
think they
one
could've
was
done
Okay,
three.
though, but you can't match
Yeah,
the first.
I feel you.
Not even
Just
close.
like Final Destiny.
But
They
it's
tried
like
to
doing a
do that.
magic trick, man. If the first time I do it, everybody's impressed. I gotta keep doing you same motherfuckers over and over. It should lose its luster.
That's right.
Exactly.
Still.
You can't have the same
No.
shock value the second time around.
That's why you gotta be like Pixar. They do their sequels. They do that shit by generation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, new kids, we do this for you. Like Monsters Inc. 2, these motherfuckers are in college. That relates to the kids that saw when they were little who are going off to college now. And then the little kids don't understand. They just want to see some monsters and shit. So they put everybody back together in a big ass bubble. Here you go. Now this shit's dope. Or Toy Story. It goes by Andy's age. This shit's progressive.
Yeah.
It wasn't just making a sequel to make it. It all had a real story. And cartoons are doing it better than real life people, so that sucks.
That's when the creative part comes out, though. When it's not real, when it's unreal.
Well, let's go to this. Let's go to fantasy sports. So
Yeah.
let's go to fantasy sports. Let's go top 6. Gotta have top 6 drafted in your fantasy league.
Everybody pick one person.
Everybody pick one person. Who's if you had to pick out of 1 through 6, no particular order, who got to be it?
Okay. Well, first you gotta put AB, Antonio Brown, Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver. That's he's one in my top
Yeah,
6.
number
for
one
sure.
receiver overall.
Who you got, Dapper?
David Johnson, 26.4 touches per game last year, and he's set to get about 30 or more this year. Based on maybe not in real life, but in fantasy perspective, he has got to be the number 1 overall pick in the draft. He's got to be. Got to be.
See, I'm even though it's controversial right now, I'm gonna still say Zeke. I'm still say Zeke, and the reason why people wasn't fucking with Tom Brady when he was suspended, and he's a Super Bowl champion.
Tom Brady didn't slap
You know
a
what I'm
bitch.
saying?
But
So
Tom Brady didn't slap a bitch.
I rather keep
Remember, this is our court.
Zeke. I'd rather keep Zeke for ahead of my bench for 4 games, if he gets 4 games, and bring him out to win out.
Drop
Yeah,
him.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass on Zeke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and take Le'Veon.
Yeah.
He can catch the ball. He can run the ball. Every game he's gonna get you 100 yards. The only time he misses games is when he's suspended and he's not going into the season.
That ganja,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Quit using
That's the
steroids
only
is
time
good.
he's not playing.
Yeah.
Is when he's suspended, and this year is gonna be the first year that he's not going in with the suspension.
But he also has durability issues too. Sometimes, you know, that can kind of. I mean, granted, only hinders him in the playoffs, so it really doesn't matter too much in fantasy. But you know,
That's right.
Who did D'Angelo Williams?
D'Angelo Williams retired. He's gonna fight MMA.
Yeah, he's going to WWE.
yeah, he was in the WWE.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the quarterback. I'm taking tried and true Tom Brady,
Yeah.
the ultimate system quarterback,
Can't beat
who
that.
lost his heavy tumble running back. So it's definitely gonna fall onto him. Gronk is healthy. He's got the same receivers that ain't going nowhere that'll ride or die for his ass no matter what.
They upgraded, you know.
Yeah, they got Brandon Cooks.
And Brandon
So
Marshall.
all these
no,
little
he's
slot
a-
receivers that are willing to take concussion shots all day for him,
Wes Welker for him.
I'm taking him first because it's just gonna get you whatever you need. You know, it's gonna get you at least 3 touchdowns a
He's
game.
a smart pick. He's
Yep.
the best quarterback.
We got one more. Say top 6.
Yeah.
The only other person that I can think that I would take besides any of these players is Odell Beckham
What about Julio Jones?
or Julio Jones.
Julio, yeah.
Those are the only two that I
He's
would
got to
take.
round off the top 6. I think he's ahead of Beckham.
I'd say Julio's ahead of Beckham.
I would say that.
I would say Julio healthy.
Especially now because there's so much.
Brandon Marshall is now on the Giants too. Remember,
That's
Brandon
honestly
Marshall's
taking
going to
some
cut into
touches.
Odell Beckham's PT
I don't.
and catches.
He is.
He will. He
You
will.
know.
He will. He's the biggest receiver in football.
I think it's safe to say you can even pencil Brandon Marshall down for about
Julio Jones doesn't
70
have Roddy.
catches.
And
I
Julio,
would say give him about 70 catches.
and Julio Jones doesn't have Roddy White anymore or anymore.
He ain't had Roddy White for like last
That's
year.
a
Well, that's what I'm
years,
saying.
yeah.
It's all.
But he
Julio
has
Jones.
Mohamed Sanu.
Brandon
They
Marshall.
They got
Gabriel.
Gabriel,
Yeah.
or you know,
Yeah,
They still
They-
got Shepard and Eli Manning's, 22
they got Austin
touchdowns
Hooper,
and
the tight
22
end,
interceptions.
another year in. I'm telling you, that team is good again. And those 2 running backs.
Don't be surprised if they miss the playoffs though. Like I know because that
That South, it's a new person
We're
every
talking
year.
just for fantasy points, right?
yeah.
So no one's gonna pick up garbage time Phillip Rivers.
Oh,
No,
I'll take
no,
Phillip
no.
Rivers in the right round.
See,
Not a-
I'm
think he's on the
anti-Chargers,
climb
so
this
I
year.
refuse
He's on the
to
team.
take any Chargers. I don't give a damn. if
I
they're
don't.
from LA or
What
not.
about Melvin
I don't
Gordon?
refuse
No,
to take
I
anybody
don't.
that can
I
help me.
just need
No
points that
Chargers.
week.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my Charger
Give
fans
me
out there too.
motherfucking points.
and fuck all the Charger fans out
Yeah.
But hey,
Shout out to all the LA Charger fans.
I might take their kicker. He scores points because Phillip Rivers can't score touchdowns.
Don't take Tampa's kicker. That motherfucker's lost.
Yeah, and he got
I
drafted.
heard they cut him.
I think
Is
his
he?
last name
I
is
heard.
Barth.
He's about Aguayo,
Yeah.
right? From Florida
No.
State.
Connor
No,
Barth.
Aguayo.
Yeah,
yeah.
the dude they chose, they drafted real
Yeah.
high.
It was the second round,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He
real
pulled
high.
a Nate Kaeding.
Nah, that kid was better.
All right.
Better at
that's
choking, you know
debatable.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's debatable.
Nick
No,
Cannon was,
ain't no
Nick
bigger
Cannon was
choker than
good
Nate Kaeding.
until
He's the reason the
playoff time.
Chargers are in L.A. Nate Kaeding. It was
Nah.
2 missed field goals. Yeah, 2 playoff games. Then went to the Super Bowl, one for Nate Kaeding.
I love me some Nate Kaeding.
Chargers wouldn't be in L.A. right now if it wasn't for Nate Kaeding. They still kept John Carney, who was still kicking on the Saints at 44 years old.
But
Am I
then-
right, Oshen?
Then who's gonna be the Super Bowl champion? Outside
Of your team.
outside of your team.
Okay. All right.
Okay, outside of your team, outside of the Patriots,
Okay.
outside of the Falcons, and outside of the Steelers.
Well,
that's easy for me.
Why would you pick the Falcons to even get close again?
Because
They're gonna have another slump just like Carolina had.
Seattle.
I don't know, man. Who
Seattle.
knows?
I got in the AFC. I got the Raiders representing the AFC this year. I think the Raiders are going to rep the AFC. NFC.
Seattle
Man.
got a great returning cast. And they got Eddie Lacy.
They'll definitely be in the
They hate
NFC
each other.
Championship. I think the Seahawks. I mean, who else is? I mean, depending on if we get good Eli or bad Eli, you know. Because I mean, if Eli is on his game, they could be up there too, dog. You know what I'm
They don't need to be on
saying?
a game.
He doesn't even need to be
Eli
that
just
good.
needs to get to the wild card game.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to win
That's
the
all
wild
he
card.
needs
Yeah.
to do.
But he can't be throwing all them interceptions though.
If Eli can get a 7-9 Giants team to that spot,
True indeed.
light their ass up for these next 3 games of giving the
Absolutely.
championship.
And hope the
Absolutely.
Patriots are doing
Goofy-ass
good.
shit.
Right.
That's
right.
all he needs.
But he can't throw the big time interception though. That
Stay out of
all he
Miami.
does.
Everybody stay out of Miami. No more boats. No more Trey Songz. No more
Yeah.
boots. No more Timberland boots and no bitches around you.
The week of the playoff. Yeah.
I don't care if it's Sunday practice on Tuesday. No. Stay out in New York.
No Timberlands and no bitches.
Well, like I said, shit. Like I said, if gun to my head, Oakland versus Seattle right now. That's who's playing the Super Bowl for me.
Who you got, Sam?
I think Oakland's going to take the whole thing.
Who
Oakland?
they playing? Who they playing against?
I don't know who they play against. They're going to win. As long as their dumbass coach doesn't have a car in the game doing something stupid doesn't be doing.
Well, I think
If they would have pulled Carr, because they're already winning that game, we might have a whole other conversation for last year.
well, I'd say like this: if they shore up their defense, that was their Achilles heel, you know, last year. Their defense wasn't all that great.
They got Khalil
So you're
Mack.
talking about the Raiders?
Yeah,
Yeah.
statistically wise.
They got Khalil Mack. That's all you need.
They added too.
Hey, well,
Khalil Mack gonna shut down half the field.
Houston showed that they need more than Khalil Mack to beat them, and they were playing with their third string quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, and,
Hey, ain't nobody game plan for him.
fuck
Who is
the
that?
Texans, by the way.
Oh yeah. Only one person shares that. You know, Texas.
And you know what, too? That's something that, since we're doing this podcast, that people should know that our own personal team.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's something that people should know. So
Roll call.
we should roll call. We're gonna go to the to one side of the road, to the other side. So go ahead, Sam.
I'm from Louisiana. My team is the Saints. I do have the oldest backfield in the league. That is okay. We're not paying Drew Brees $100 million. I know that.
This is Oshen. I'm a Houston Texans fan.
Ooh.
Ain't never been there. Don't plan on going.
Shouldn't you be an Oilers fan?
I used to be. And then they moved. We didn't follow. You know, we got the real D Watt. You know what I mean? You know, straight out of Clemson. You know, you want to go get your D Watt jersey? You know,
Never that.
go ahead and get it. You know, Texans.
Yeah, Jay's here, man, and my team's gonna be the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the Eagles. It's the team that will go to the Super Bowl this year. You know,
In Madden. You talking about in Madden.
Super Bowl this year, baby. We're going to the Super Bowl this year, and shit, fuck it, we're going to the Super Bowl.
Go ahead, Dapper.
Well, you know, I'm from San Diego, California, but I was a Houston Oilers fan, so they defunct in '94. Charger fan, now they're in LA. Lived in LA for a while, now they're in Oakland. So I'm really a man with no team, no home team. But if it comes down to it, I got to roll with the LA Chargers now, just because of the Chargers. And I was born
Let's
here.
have a moment of silence.
For all the San Diego Charger
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, D-Watt. Tell them why you mad.
Well, as all my day ones know, I'm an avid Charger hater. So let me say that one more time.
I'm in Charger haters as well.
Exactly. My
We're changing the
boy-
podcast.
Yeah. So one time, fuck the Chargers. All right. So my team, I'm a Tennessee Titans fan. Been one since '99. Steve McNair's my favorite player. It still is my favorite player.
He dead now.
I know this. The late
just
great
pointing out.
Well, I know that.
Great Dapper
I just
interrupted.
felt like saying it.
And
Sorry, Doug.
watch out for us too. We're gonna be a sleeper team. We're definitely gonna be the punk ass Texans, in our division. So, shout out to Oshen for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I hate the Titans, but I think they got a great chance this year.
They got the second oldest backfield in the league.
They got Derrick Henry as their backup.
Marcus
They got
Mariota.
DeMarco Murray as their
Oh, you
starter.
have a
Corey
linebacker.
Davis, we're good.
Mariota as their quarterback, going into his third year.
And
You
your
got
sleeper of the year,
Corey
Rashard
Davis,
Matthews.
Rashad Matthews, Eric Decker,
Oh,
Delaney
he's,
Walker.
Oh yeah.
Well,
One of the-
Decker is a space cadet who can't show
Over
big
the
games.
hill game. what it
Is
sounds
Mariota
like.
completely healthy?
He will be by the time season starts.
Can Derrick Henry actually run in the NFL because no one's seen it?
Right.
He will.
We ain't had the
Right.
chance.
Yeah. Because DeMarco Murray.
It's not his fault.
DeMarco Murray was
Motherfucker's
balling,
6'3".
though.
Yeah,
You man the ball. Pump the coach.
You can't take DeMarco Murray off the field the way he
Yeah,
was
that's what I'm
last year,
saying.
man.
It's
You can't
like,
take that man off
if
the
it was
field.
Ryan Matthews in front of him, then
Right.
yeah. But
Yeah.
You are 6'3", 280. You get your big ass out there on the ball. Shit, you better block.
He was
Do something.
but they got a great
You got
offensive
mistaken
line.
for a tight end.
They got they just picked up a great cornerback in the draft.
Yeah.
Their team is looking on the up.
All right. Speaking of draft, we don't have time for this. Who are your picks for Rookie of the Year?
Corey Davis, wide receiver, Tennessee Titans. Let's go.
Leonard Fournette,
Yeah, that's
Jacksonville Jaguars,
That's who I was going to say.
running back. That's who I think.
only other one is Cincinnati.
And for
Joe
defense,
Mixon.
Joe Mixon, the guy who punched a bitch in the
now
head.
that is a great choice. Joe Mixon is
pulling Ezekiel Elliott.
Joe Mixon is going to be
So-
way better than people think.
Yeah, people are pulling Ray Rice's.
There's a
these
reason
days.
he went in the second round and punched the broad in the
Right,
face.
right.
There's a reason.
He's nice. On
Yeah.
the field, he's nice.
There's
He's
a
not so
reason.
nice off the field, but
Yeah.
he's off the field, though, he's nice.
No, that's my autograph.
Yeah.
What do you
What's
want,
up, Sam?
Tony Gwynn? You want a class act? You want Ray Rice?
I'm still going for Leonard Fournette.
Nothing for that?
Yeah.
All right. So this is how we're going to end it. We got 4 minutes left of computer time. So this is our first attempt at doing the podcast. It's episode 0. We're going to end it like this. We're going to go around the room. You got to say the #1 movie every black person should watch. Different answers every time. Different answers. Somebody say one movie, can't say the same movie. We're gonna do it like that.
Alright, no doubt.
Start from your side, D-Watt.
Alright. Well, shoot. Get out and watch it with your white friends. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Watch that shit. Go ahead, James. Hit him with what?
Oh shit, I'm gonna hit him with House Party.
Yes.
Every black person should watch House Party with your kids at one time of your life.
True indeed.
Well, the white Guamanian guy says probably like Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society is definitely one movie.
You gotta choose one because kids have to choose
Boys
one.
in the Hood.
No, that's fine. Harlem Nights.
That's my fucking favorite
If
movie.
you've not seen Harlem Nights to understand where real comedy lies and where legends live,
Yep.
you missed out. You completely missed the boat. You'll never understand why these old ass comics are still relevant. From Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, where they got all their swag from, Red Fox. You just won't get
Dilly
it.
Reese, Jasmine Guy. Yeah, fucking who else that we got? Everybody.
That movie was shitting on Bill Cosby before Bill Cosby showed himself.
Yeah, Robert Williams, Charlie Murphy.
The late great Charlie Murphy, who would have turned 52 this year, last week.
Damn, see, that's why you're the black TMZ guy.
Yeah.
Nobody else in this room fucking do that.
Yeah.
I think he turned 52. I know he had a birthday sometime last week, but yeah, rest in peace to Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest
We-
in peace.
We skipped
Dapper.
Dapper, but Dapper was upset after watching The Help. After white
Yes.
people help being the white guy.
Yes.
He was
I remember
really
that.
upset.
I remember that. Hey,
Certain movies don't need to be portrayed.
the only person in the room that was mad was Dapper.
I would say
This is bullshit.
Yes, that was more fun.
I'm gonna go with CB4, Tales from the Hood.
Tell some of the hood and CP4. All right, y'all. That's gonna be it. We have 1 minute left, so we need some kind of catchphrase. Good fight, good night.
There.